Good morning, this is Kellaland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Day 6 of a 2024 Minnehaha County murder trial has come and gone.
Dylan Farmer is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Casey Schaefer. Tuesday in court, the lead detective shared the timeline leading up to Farmer's arrest. The jury also heard from an electronic forensic expert, a Minnehaha County jail investigator, and a bloodstain analyst.
For more details on the case, check out this KELLOLAND.com original by Michael Dorn.
A Sioux Falls woman is behind bars, charged with manslaughter and vehicular homicide.
In August, police say 31-year-old Inacia Griffin was driving over 100 miles per hour on East 10th Street when she crashed into a car and a pickup. Her passenger, Marietta Longfeather, died at the scene, and Griffin was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries.
Court documents say an officer on scene found a can of duster, which is canned air used to clean electronics. The affidavit says Griffin had chemicals related to the product in her system at the time of the collision.
Sergeant Aaron Benson with the Sioux Falls Police Department says crashes involving huffing can have serious consequences.
We'll see several crashes related to huffing in our city throughout the year. It's not like a consistent thing, but every so often we'll see something that's involved, and generally it involves someone who's driving at a high rate of speed. And with the chemical inside that dust-off or duster can, it's very quick acting, so it can cause the driver to black out very suddenly.
Griffin is also charged with petty theft. She's accused of stealing a can of duster about 20 minutes before the crash.
Sioux Falls police say two 11-year-old kids suffered broken bones after a crash in the southwestern part of town.
It happened just before 8:30 Monday night in the area of 53rd Street and Plateau Trail. Police say an ATV was heading south when it failed to yield at the intersection.
It was then hit by a car heading west. Sergeant Travis Olson says this highlights a problem police have been seeing on the streets.
We've been seeing a lot more, electronic devices that are being driven on our streets, ATVs and scooters, and you name it. It seems like every time we turn around, there's some new contraption driving up and down the street. And I guess what I want to impress upon the public is that we need to have a common sense approach to this, because in this case, we've got two 11-year-olds that are operating a vehicle for essentially entertainment purposes.
The owner of the ATV was given a ticket for allowing an unauthorized party to drive.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. Well, we've been tracking blizzard conditions this morning in northeastern South Dakota. We continue those headlines until about 3 o'clock today for Aberdeen, Redfield, Webster, and Clark. And obviously around that, too, a lot of winter weather advisories for blowing snow. A new advisory goes into effect for the Black Hills in southwest South Dakota tonight and tomorrow, as some more snow is on the way. In fact, for that southwestern area, that'll hopefully help out the fire weather problems. Speaking of fire weather concerns, Sioux Falls under a fire weather warning today. Extremely high fire danger. Highs will be in the low 50s. That's a quick look at weather. We'll get to our full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Brian. Call to Freedom is bringing in a dance company for a special night.
Chada Dance Company is traveling around the country, bringing human trafficking survivor stories to the stage.
Locally, they're bringing survivor Mary Jackson's story to life through dance.
I was connected with this dance company through Becky, who is our president and CEO, and asked to share my story because there was a dance company that got a hold of Call to Freedom and to share a survivor story and to dance it out. I was so excited because what a unique way to spread awareness than to share a survivor story.
The performance is taking place at the Ballerina Dance Studio tomorrow. It's free to attend, but space is limited, so registration is required.
A number of kids from Sioux Falls spent their day off of school bouncing around Arab Madness in Harrisburg.
The annual event is a fundraiser for Operation Hope and Caring, which was created to benefit students in the Sioux Falls School District most affected by poverty.
Amy Heinert is a librarian at Ben Rifle Middle School and brought her son and his friends to support the cause.
One of the best things about living in Sioux Falls, teaching in Sioux Falls, is how our community supports our public schools. It's incredible how they step alongside schools and support them. We're just really blessed here in Sioux Falls with all of the business and community support that we get for our kids.
If you weren't able to attend but would like to help the cause, we've provided a link to the donation page with this story on KELOLAND.com.
A $500,000 lottery ticket is floating around out there and must be claimed by next Monday.
The Powerball ticket was purchased at Hy-Vee Gas near Marion Road and 26th Street on the west side of Sioux Falls.
The player matched all 5 numbers but missed the Powerball. It's a double play, so it pays $500,000.
Time is running out. There's nothing more that we enjoy more than our players experiencing that life-changing win, but they have to claim that by Monday as the 180-day window is quickly closing.
If the ticket is found, the winner should sign it and take it to the lottery office for verification.
After federal taxes, they should take home around $380,000.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right. And hold on to that ticket, by the way, too. All this wind around. We've been talking about that all morning. This is what Aberdeen has been dealing with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, heavy snow. You can't see much. Blizzard warning. This is certainly fitting that category. Covers Redfield to Webster. Gets out to just about Mobridge, too. South of that, not a blizzard at all, but it's windy. But we don't have the snow component there. In fact, it's the opposite. With the drier air moving into Sioux Falls in the southeast, we're going to have these fire weather warnings in effect today with the very strong winds coming around that area of low pressure. There is that wraparound. That's the snow that's affecting that northeast today. As this system pulls into Minnesota, it's going to pull that snow away. So the blizzard warning is set to expire at 3 p.m. Then we're going to switch gears, talk about this low down here toward Cheyenne, Wyoming, and it looks like that feature is going to come out and produce some snow in the southwest. Speaking of snow, these are some updates here on the hour-by-hour totals. I think Aberdeen well on their way to over 4 inches of snow. We've got kind of a little pocket in there that's at least 4 to 6. It started off kind of slushy, but if we keep at this rate, we've got the potential there to ramp up some of those local numbers, especially near Webster. Now, Sioux Falls, nothing yet. We've got some snow tomorrow morning in the Black Hills. Again, Custer, Pine Ridge, and then it takes that southward turn into northern Nebraska. That's an important feature there because what that does is it keeps central South Dakota in kind of a donut hole there, lack of moisture. And then it'll actually wrap around, come up to Sioux City, and then probably northwest Iowa towards Spencer and Storm Lake. And there definitely is enough evidence there for a plowable snow. It's just Sioux Falls is kind of sitting on the northern edge of that. So we can pick up some minor accumulations, but we're not in the middle of that. There's all the wind today. Again, that's been well advertised. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, more than that at times this morning. We'll start to lose that as that low moves east, and then that new system picks up some wind in Hot Springs. So I could imagine some slippery travel conditions there too tomorrow morning, all of southwest South Dakota. So make sure you're paying close attention to that. Okay, let's jump forward here. We're going to go right to our forecast now. And this is, again, looking at 50s today in Sioux Falls, which is actually still very mild. 58 in Yankton, but it comes with a price with that fire weather warning in effect. 7-day forecast after a chance of light snow, probably working into Sioux Falls tomorrow late afternoon and tomorrow night, and then early Friday. That's about it. We don't see anything new after that. It's going to be kind of a cooler weekend, mid-20s to low 30s. Yeah, it's near normal. It's what we should have this time of the year. Aberdeen, mid-20s. Those numbers, by the way, could be lowered because of the snowfall that's coming in heavier this morning. So I just want to give you kind of a little heads up on that this new refrigeration effect. And plus, you got a lot of snow in North Dakota. So it's going to add to the effect there, and the overnight lows can definitely be dropped. Pierre, Central South Dakota, glancing shot at snow tomorrow. Most of it's going to bypass you to the west and south. Rapid City, though, will pick up a coating of snow tomorrow. That's an 80% chance of snow and a high of 20. Check out more details. We've got you covered here online at KELOLAND.com.